Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I want to apologize for how long it's taken me to upload a new video. And secondly, I want to thank everybody who has actually stuck around and waited and been asking me to post another video. Truth is that the last time I tried to record a video for my YouTube channel, I had so many technical difficulties and I recorded the same video so many times that it kind of burned me out. Plus with that and the quarantine and trying to keep up with my Twitch channel, I've just been kind of crazy busy. But today, finally, here we are, and I'm going to show you the first part of the Untitled Goose game, which is a very fun, funky, spunky little game in which you are a goose, and you've probably seen it before or heard of it. It's quite fun. And who doesn't want to be a goose and cause all kinds of mischief in their spare time? I don't know. So, here we go. It's really, really simple little game. Very simple, but super cute. So here's our goose. And first thing you can go see is his collection of bells, which will be explained later, probably in part 2, because I don't think I'll be able to get through the whole video in one go. It would just be too long of a YouTube video, I think. You pick stuff up, carry it around, which is going to be very useful when you're trying to be a crazy duck. Goose. Gosh, I wonder how many times I'm going to say duck. If I call it a duck, count up how many times I call it a duck in the video and post it in the comments, because most likely I will probably do it more than once. And if I don't, then I'll just edit that part out. You know, I've never actually stood back to see what happens if you're in the way. I guess it just pushes you out of the way. Hold X. It's actually been a while since I've played this. Ignore the creepy little laugh. And try to ignore the sound of the blender in the background of my house. It is almost impossible to have complete silence in the house where I live. Okay, so in order to know what you need to be doing, so you hit A, you can zoom out, which is really useful. You hit tab, and then you get this cool list of to-do things for the goose to cause as much mischief as possible. So our list for this area is get into the garden, get the groundskeeper wet, which is kind of rude, but also hilarious. Steal the groundskeeper's keys, make him wear his sun hat, put the rake in the lake, have a picnic in which I have to bring a whole bunch of items to the picnic blanket, which is right over yonder. Go see! Walk! Should we name the goose? There's the picnic blanket in which we have to bring our stuff, which they're really nice to provide some of it already. Come on, Goosey, come on! Okay, so then when you're able to put something like finish something on your list, it will cross it off for you, which I think is very helpful. So you don't have to keep track of what you have or have not done. I don't know who's going to eat this sandwich later, but it's going to have an interesting impression. Both sides of the sandwich, or else it doesn't work. It's going to be one messy picnic. Also, certain things are too heavy to carry for the goose, which makes sense. Look at his neck. And so you have to drag. But he's actually quite proficient at dragging. All right, see, we got the sandwich, the apple, and the basket on the picnic blanket, if I can remember what it's called. Now we need the pumpkin, carrot, jam, thermos, and radio, in which we will find... Oh, don't knock the apple off. In which we will find in the garden. There's the garden and the groundskeeper, who we have to annoy to the point of him going crazy, pretty much. So one of the things we have to do is to get this radio onto the blanket, which is actually harder than it looks, because when you pick up the radio, it turns on. And the groundskeeper's like, no, you don't take my radio. So, yeah. I actually found that out by accident last time I played this. So, radio, boop, got it. Anyway, okay, so, fun part. Groundskeeper's like, no! My sprinkler's on! I better go unlock the gate. Thereby letting you old Goose into the garden. Where I can steal a carrot. And while he's fixing those bags of, probably fertilizer, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide with the carrot. If he sees you with any of the objects you're supposed to collect from his garden, see he's like, where's my carrot? Then he'll come after you and he'll get them back. And it is not hard for him to get them back. So you kind of gotta be sneaky. Carrot crossed off the list. We still need a pumpkin, jam, a thermos. The pumpkin's pretty heavy, but not too difficult. Cool thing I learned while playing this recently is that there's kind of this secret little hidey hole area where you can get out. It's like an optional route to get out of the garden. Itchy. Which is useful for getting the pumpkin out because you're not very fast moving the pumpkin. It's hard to get it out of the garden without the groundskeeper spotting you. Pumpkin! Now we get the jam and the thermos. Those ones are a little harder because they're deeper into the garden. Pardon me while I scratch my face. So he's watching right now. Actually, okay, he's turned his back because he's like, where's my missing pumpkin? So I'm gonna snag the thermos and run around the back. And hope that either he doesn't see me with the thermos. If he sees me with the thermos and follows me out to the picnic blanket, he will take everything that I have picked up and put it back, which is a pain in the bouteille. Anyway, thermos. So now I need to do is the jam, and then we'll work on the checklist. He's like, where the heck's my thermos? This groundskeeper's probably got to be wondering if he's losing his mind. So since he's on that side of the garden, I'm going to try to escape with the jam out the hidey hole. Have a picnic is crossed off the list. Hooray. Okay, so we've already gotten to the garden. We need to get the groundskeeper wet. Oh, I feel like a jerk every time I do this, but it's for the sake of the game. So I'm gonna grab a carrot, get his attention by honking. He's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm gonna drop the carrot, and while he ambles over to pick it up, we're gonna get him wet. Another way to do that is to drag, I think, the rake out and make him get into the lake. So we got that. The next thing we need to do is steal his keys. This one's actually pretty tricky. You really gotta get him doing something. Oh, this is too fun. What a merry dance. Oh, he's got that carrot. No, no. Dude, I don't want him to go looking for anything on the picnic blanket. Corner me. He's like, shoot, Goose, you're a pain in the butt. What else we gotta do? Make him wear a sun hat and put the rake in the lake. So I gotta steal his hat. Walking through his carrots. Like, if I was this groundskeeper, I would so have shot this goose by now. You didn't hear me say that. Dude, I got your prize flower. What are you gonna do about it, huh? He's gonna try and put it back in the ground, and that's when I grab his hat and get out of there. He's gonna try and run around and come find it. So And not too bad at hide and seek with his hat. So I found the best thing that you can do is to go drop it somewhere as far as possible. He's not gonna walk all the way up here. I'm sorry, hat, but that's your fate. All right, so we got his hat. And he's like, man, it's too hot out here without a hat. I'm gonna have to wear my sun hat. Which is great because that is another thing to cross off our list. It's so hard to snag his keys, I tell you what. So if you're able to do all the items on a to-do list, it will give you a bonus item. All right, fine, take your keys. I'm curious if he gets his keys back. I'm curious if it's gonna uncross it. Now I gotta put the rake in the lake and then make him hammer his thumb. Which is kind of rude, it's kind of the last straw. The rake in the lake is quite difficult because the rake is all the way over here and I gotta drag that thing out of the garden without him noticing. I was too slow. Give him a minute to get far enough away that when I snag the rake, he won't immediately come running after me. This could be tricky. He might spot me and get his rake back before I can get it into the lake. Nope, we good. We good. Oh yeah. I need your attention, son. How do you like that? Your no goose allowed sign is tipped over. He's also noticed that his rake is missing. Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, you gotta hammer that thing in nice and deep. 1, 2, and bam! Oh, my thumb! Oh, goodness gracious, look at that. We've unlocked the next area. Generally, your bonus points, or I guess your bonus things on your to-do list, are what will help you get into the next area. All right, farmer dude, have a nice one. Sorry about all the trouble I caused. Good luck finding your rake and your hat. Next area. And if you feel like a jerk messing with that groundskeeper, you're gonna feel like a big one when you find out what you gotta do with this poor kid. Break the broom, trap the boy in the phone booth, make the boy wear the wrong glasses. So they get trickier as you go along. Make somebody buy back their own stuff, get on TV, go shopping. So I gotta get stuff in this basket. A toothbrush, loo paper, hairbrush, tinned food, cleaner food, and fruit and veg, which, you know, toothbrush, loo paper, and tinned food makes me kind of want to speak in an accent. I play soccer too, yo. First thing to do is trap the boy in the phone booth. Easiest part, you just scare the crap out of him and he hides in the phone booth. And then Miss Lady comes out and she's like, my goodness, you're a naughty goose, aren't you? Oh, bummer. Oh, he's calling her and saying, hey, lady, there's a menace out here. And now I'm stuck in the phone booth. And when she goes to let him out, come in here. And congratulations, you are on TV. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone with that move, no pun intended. Okay, so here's the second part of this area. This is the outside shop with the shopkeeper who hates you already. And the moment you walk into her little area, she notices and she's like, get out of here! So she'll go fetch her broom and sweep you out, right? Which makes it difficult to go shopping. So what I do is I grab the basket and I drag it as far away as possible so that she can't, of course, go find it and get all her stuff. Okay, that's definitely far enough away because the boy doesn't care if you're grabbing stuff from the store. And this is the loo paper that you have to get into the basket, but I don't want to do it while she's looking or she'll chase me all the way to the basket. She's like, man, what do I do now? What do I do? Oh. She's gonna stare at me. Okay, her back is turned. Gonna grab the loo paper and run. Boop! Loo paper! Kid's already, like, totally hating on me. You'll hate me worse when you find out what I'm gonna do to you, boy. Oh, son, your shoe's untied. You might want to fix that. Oh dear, both of your shoes are untied now. Just FYI, your shoes are untied. Oh, bummer. That poor kid. Oh my goodness. I feel like a jerk. Oh, no, no! You know, it's funny, I've actually never gotten his glasses this way before. I've always done it a different way. Oh, there he goes. He's like, this is my airplane. She's like, this airplane was in my shop. You gotta pay for it, Sonny. Give me money for that. And he's like, no, it was really mine, lady, but here you go. I'll pay for it anyway. This poor kid, I swear. This poor kid. Now he's looking around for his glasses like, what's going on? Boop. While I'm over here, it took me a while last time I played this, you guys, to find stinking toothbrush. But it's right here inside the dustbin. Poor kid's looking for his glasses in the middle of the shop. Deposit the toothbrush in the basket. And yes, it has to fall into the basket in order for you to get the to get it checked off. Oh, she saw me, dang it. What's wrong, lady? You stuck? Here, kid. Here, have some glasses. Make the boy wear the wrong glasses. Piece of cake. I gotta break the broom still and continue to go shopping for fruit and veg. And now that her back's turned, I'm gonna take the hairbrush and jet. She's like, where's the hairbrush? Boop. Got a carrot. Now I'm gonna give her a very wide berth when I have the carrot in my mouth. Hopefully she won't notice and come after me. It's possible that she might. The kid's like, these glasses feel different. Oh man. Boop. One fruit and veg in the basket. What's up, kid? Okay. I got the broom. I'm not letting go. You ain't letting go. Oh, the broom has broken. Poor lady. Breaking the broom was so now I gotta trap the shopkeeper in the garage. But still, I gotta grab a can of tinned food. Oh, what are you gonna do with that? Hey! I best hustle. Actually, I don't think I can trap her in the garage just yet. I don't think she goes in there very deep to get the chalk. Yeah, it's just right there. I gotta get her to go deeper inside the shop. But hey, while you're writing on your little blackboard there, I wonder what it's gonna say. No geese allowed in my freaking shop. Oh, poop. Fix your broom. I don't have a can of food. Tin food, bam, we just need cleaner. Which there are two options for the cleaner. There's an easy and a hard, I guess you could say. The hard one is, of course, trying to grab the cleaner off her shelf while she's sitting there mulling over her can. You looking for your chalk? She's gonna go grab the broom. The other option is that there is a can of cleaner over here by this dustbin. Lady, your radio's kind of annoying. You might need your little ticker tape. Yeah, it's in here, lady. See? You might want to go get that. Oh, there she goes. I'm not doing anything. Oh, bummer. She's stuck. It's gonna take her half a minute to get out of there, and while she does, I'm gonna take my last item to the basket. To the basket. Alright. That's everything for this area. Hot dang. See you later, kid. You gotta wonder how she got out of there. Side door. Which, again, unlocks the next area. Area 3. Alright, now we get to annoy this posh gentleman and his nosy neighbor who you can see peeking through the fence. Gotta wiggle your way through the broken fence and into the yard. Let's check out the to-do list. Make someone break the fancy vase, help the woman dress up the bust, make the man spit out his tea, get dressed up with a ribbon, make the man go barefoot, do the washing. So it seems like in every to-do list, there's some kind of little checklist where you have to gather a bunch of stuff and stick it in a specific area. This area is actually pretty tricky. What's up, dude? If he sees you with his slipper, and this part you have to walk, because if he hears you running, if he sees you and follows you, he's gonna get his slipper back. So to do the washing, you have to stick at least one of the slippers in there, and it's hard to get the second slipper off. I also need to make him spit out his tea. There's a bunch of other stuff I need to get, but I have to do it from the other yard. And to get to the other yard, you just come and yank this piece of yarn, and voila. Hey lady, you shouldn't spy on your neighbor like that. That's just plain rude. And he's coming over here like, what did I hear? And she's like, oh blimey, my fence is broken down. It kind of helps, I think, to make a bit of a mess in the yard so that she is occupied cleaning it up while you're busy with your shenaniganizing. Boom bam. That is your way back into the other yard. And you would think this is the fancy vase, but it ain't. So. Oh, she saw me. Thankfully, she's not very fast. So, I'm taking the fancy vase over to him. Oh, this guy. This guy. Oh no! You broke the fancy vase, you jerk! And now they're gonna argue. And while they do that, I'm gonna snag that off of his little table because... Oh no, you saw me? How'd you see me? This is why this part gets tricky. These guys are a lot more observant. So while he's busy putting his stuff away, she's, poor lady, and she's busy, I'm gonna grab a sock. And while she's busy doing that, I gotta go put this in the washing. Another tricky part is that if I am seen by Captain Posh over here, he'll take the sock and toss it back in her yard. So I gotta be sneaky. He opens his newspaper, but then he always does this little peek. He's like, what's that noise? And that's, after he does that, that's when you know you can run and drop the sock into the fountain. Unfortunately, you need both socks. I'm going back to this yard, grabbing the other sock. I don't think that counts unless it's all the way in the fountain. Pair of socks. Gotta get that slipper back in. See, like, if he gets anything out of the fountain before you cross off the entire list, you have to do it again. Okay. You're gonna go work on your painting. He's about to drink his tea. So, as soon as he sips it, bong, and he spits out his tea. And he's gonna come yell at his neighbor. I wasn't doing anything. Argument ensues once again. Might be able to take this time to run up and hide behind her interesting garden decorations here. She resets that, and when she goes to paint, I gotta take the brassiere. Really gotta go quick. Bra is in the wash. I will add, like, don't do anything to draw his attention to this part of the yard. Okay, so she's busy up there. Gonna go spy on her neighbor again. Crazy lady. Now I gotta distract her with something up here while I go get into her fake goose's position. And now she sticks the goose, the other goose's ribbon, on my sweet little neck. And while she's doing that, I gotta get the bar of soap to do the washing. Boop. Last thing I need is his slipper again. Which... oh, hey, no, that's my bow. You big jerk. Hoping he won't find me. Because I need this. I actually do need the glasses, pipe, and hat from his table. This is part of the help the woman dress up the bust. You go leave offering in the bust's little bowl. She's like, instead of the other guy who throws everything over the fence, she's like, my goodness, this is so nice, isn't it? Run around, leave your little offering in the bowl. Oh, see, when I was gone, she stuck the pipe in the bust's mouth. There we go. The woman has officially dressed up the bust. Now, I believe he crosses different feet when he's either sipping tea or reading his newspaper, and that's how you get the other slipper. But for the first slipper... Oh, he's gonna see me. For the first slipper, you just gotta get it into the wash. We have done the washing. Now we still gotta make the dude go barefoot, and then... oh, no, no, no. The problem is that he's down here now, and he's probably gonna get his other slipper back. I gotta make somebody trim the prize rose. To do that, you gotta get it in position. And he doesn't seem to mind that part for some reason. There you go. Peck the gibbers out of her bush here until she's like, oh no! My bush looks completely and utterly horrible. I better fix it with my shears. And meanwhile, he's over here throwing all of her stuff back into her yard. Oh, she's gonna trim that. She's gonna, oops. She's like, oh, spit, it me. I'm just gonna use this extra part of fence. We don't need this extra part of fence to let the world know that geese are not welcome in my yard. It's not gonna die if you tie it back on. At this point, I gotta get the slippers as far away from him as possible. Oh man, I totally ran the wrong way. I don't think she'll find the guy's slipper though. Hopefully not. See, I don't think I can pull his other slipper off until he's drinking his tea. That should cross it off. What's wrong? You want your slipper back? That's it. That is it for this area. So for the sake of making shorter YouTube videos, I'm gonna save the next part for part 2. Hopefully I'll be able to post that by next week. I'm also hoping to be able to start uploading YouTube videos consistently now, like on a weekly basis. So stay tuned for part 2 of the Goose Game. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you liked it. Everybody have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will talk to you later. Ciao.